think we can go ahead and get started. Say welcome everybody to the 23rd annual Sands of Times. If you could take your seat, we'll be getting started in just a moment. I saw the superintendent wandering around somewhere. We can't begin until he gets up here on the stage. There we go. Wow, it's silent. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Donna Salazar. I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Personnel. And on behalf of Desert Sands Unified School District Board and Superintendent, I'm pleased to welcome family and friends this evening as we honor and celebrate our dedicated employees. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by Braden Estrin. He's a third grader at Benjamin Franklin Elementary School. And then please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by Miguel Mion. And Miguel is a junior at Indio High School. So we'll start with Braden.
Ready, begin. I pledge of allegiance to the flag for the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much, Miguel, for that beautiful contribution to this evening's event. Miguel was scheduled to sing the national anthem at this event last year, and as you know, because of the pandemic, we had to go into 100% virtual Sands of Time, so I'm really happy that he was able to perform for us tonight. Thanks again, Miguel. And for all of you here tonight, I appreciate your flexibility because we moved this event into this gym yesterday. We made that decision. There was a forecast for 40-mile-per-hour winds, and we knew that it wouldn't be pleasant to sit outside. So we are happy that you were able to join us tonight. And above all else, the fact that we're here together in a room instead of on Zoom is a wonderful thing. So I'm so happy to have you here. It's now my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Scott Bailey.
Sorry I was tardy, Dr. Salazar. I was looking for my dog. Answers to the name of Butters. Hello to all the roomies and all the Zoomies. Some familiar terms that we never thought would be familiar terms to us. Under our masks tonight, I'm sure that we're all smiles as we celebrate your tremendous accomplishments. It's my pleasure to open this evening's ceremony, the Sands of Time. I'd first like to introduce our Board of Education members present behind me. If you'll please stand. Vice President of the Board, Mrs. Anna Conover. To her left, your right, Mrs. Linda Porras. To my right, your left, Ms. Tricia Pierce. President Donald B. Griffith couldn't be with us this evening, but he sends his regards, as does Wendy Jonathan. And moving on now, I'd like to introduce Cabinet. Mr. Jordan Aquino, Business Services Assistant Superintendent. Dr. Kelly Mae Vollmer, right here behind me, Education Services Assistant Superintendent. And behind me, Assistant Superintendent Laura Fisher, Student Support Services. And to my right, your left, Dr. Donna Salazar, retiring Assistant Superintendent, Personnel Services. Also with us this evening is DSTA President Trina Lisi. And Mr. Nick Rose, President of CSEA, could not make it this evening, but he sends his regards as well. My remarks are simple. I want to congratulate you, first of all. I can't imagine the feeling that you've climbed a major summit over your career to get here to the top of the summit, only to find this year that the steepest steps were right in front of you, the pandemic. Those were some pretty steep steps. And it required us to come together as a Desert Sands family to overcome those challenges and know that when you exit Desert Sands, your Desert Sands family will always be there for you. I wish you health and an endless supply of 7-day weekends as you transition to retirement. Congratulations.
Over the past few weeks, we've been working on a script. We always have a script, and we get details from our retirees and our employees of the year so that we can craft a narrative to read and share with people when you come up to receive your bell. And when we ask for this information, you know, it's the normal things you'd expect. What site are you at? Where have you worked? What jobs have you held here? How many years have you been in Desert Sands? But most importantly, we ask you to submit a short sentiment of your memories of working in Desert Sands and what your post-retirement plans may be. And yesterday I was working on that script and I was writing the final narratives, and I was struck by the prevalence of two words that came up over and over again in our retiree statements. And they were service and gratitude. And I was just sitting there and thinking about how many of you, when you reflected on your time in this organization, were making statements very similar to something like, I'm so grateful that I was able to serve my students and my community through my work at Desert Sands. And then I looked at the statement that I had written, because I got that form a few months ago. I decided to retire in March, and so I filled it out a long time ago. Wasn't even sure what I had written. And then I looked back at it, and I saw that the versions of those two words were in my statement too, when I said that I was grateful to have been allowed to fulfill my life's purpose to help others. So that gratitude and that service statement were present in my thoughts too. And being a former English teacher and a person who loves language and poetry, I thought about a poem that I like by Ella Wheeler Wilcox titled Two Kinds of People. And in the poem, Wilcox contrasts a series of human qualities, such as some people are humble, others are proud, some are happy, some are sad, some people are sinners, some are saints, but ultimately determines, no, she says, the two kinds of people on earth, I mean, are the people who lift and the people who lean. And I think in this room, it's all full of lifters, for sure. And on behalf of the Personnel Division and Cabinet, we're grateful for your service and the lifting that you have done for many, many years. A lot of collaborative work has gone into this event in which we honor our employees. And I want to thank these groups and individuals by name. I want to acknowledge Sean Encinas and Ruben Garza for their support with the sound and the technology, Nutrition Services for the refreshments, and in particular, Berta Celedon, Mr. Gabriel Fajardo and his administrative team. He's the principal of Shadow Hills High School, and his site administration graciously allowed us to do this in one day, and they were very helpful in allowing us to set up an event on very short notice. Mr. Matthew Stanford, he's a teacher here at Shadow Hills High, and his cadets from the 186th Battalion of the California Cadet Corps are helping us with the parking tonight. Mr. Cesar Barajas and the students from Indio High School's Floral Design program provided the yellow roses for each one of our honorees tonight. Eric Magnuson is a new electrician with the district, and he was Johnny on the spot, helping us do everything. All these twinkle lights, I didn't know if we'd be able to get them in the trees in the gym, and he said, no problem, we'll make sure it happens. And Gabe De La O, he's our MOT director, and he provided outstanding support in our last minute venue shift, and I appreciate them very, very much. And above all, the personnel division. The members of my department have done the lion's share of this work behind the scenes to create tonight's event. And I would like to acknowledge the personnel department members who are here tonight, and I would please like them to stand and be introduced. We have Dr. Rebecca Cook. There's Rebecca. She is. Rebecca was an event planner in her previous life, and it shows. We rely on her for all of our big events, and she always comes through. We have Teresa De La O here. Teresa's here somewhere. Executive assistant there. Lucy Escarcega. There's Lucy out there. Angelica Garcia. She's nearby, over by the door. Patricia Gomez. Patricia's son built that sign with all the directions. You might have noticed the theme tonight is about travel and where you're going to go in post-retirement and all these places. She decorated the suitcases with the stickers. She does all kinds of fabulous extra touches. Clayton Hill, Clayton's back here. Maria Lomeli, she's over here. She's going to be helping with the bells and the plaques tonight. Alejandra Lozano, and Alex is here somewhere. Samantha Myers, Connie Rodriguez, Maricela Sanchez, here, Yanni Salehi, Lita Whitener, and Chad Wood, over here on my corner. So tonight we're going to be recognizing our Employees of the Year, along with honoring our retirees and our employees who have reached milestones in their years of service to the district. And at this time, I invite Mr. Bailey to the front of the stage to present our awards for the Employees of the Year. So if you would please follow the directions that you were given when you arrived to approach the stage as the person before you is being recognized. That way we won't have to wait for somebody to walk all the way up from the back. And you will know when it's your turn, of course, by following along in the program. When your name is called, please come to the right side over here of the stage and enter that way. And once you receive your plaque or your bell, you will please exit behind me. You'll go over here to this backdrop, and you will have your photograph taken by Mr. Jose Rios. Mr. Rios. And you can take your mask off for your photo. Mr. Jose Rios is a retired teacher of ours. He taught Spanish at a couple of schools, but for many years at La Quinta High School. And I'm real happy that he's here to help us tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get started by telling you a little bit about our Employees of the Year and how they are selected. It's our tradition at this event to recognize and honor the classified Employees of the Year who've been selected by CSEA Chapter 106 members, the Teachers of the Year, who've been selected by DSTA members, and our Administrative, Counselor, Confidential, and Site Support Employee of the Year, and they are selected by the leadership team. So Chad Wood is going to come up and introduce and tell you a little bit about each one of our classified Employees of the Year.
Good evening. First up tonight, we have 4 CSEA Employees of the Year. Please come up to the stage when you hear your name. Angelina Bazan. Angie was hired 24 years ago in 1997 as a clerk therapist, or typist, excuse me. She rose through the ranks of her current position at Roosevelt Elementary, and she serves as the bilingual administrative assistant. Angie provides excellent customer service always supports staff and students with a smile. She's a team player and frequently participates in community outreach activities that benefit students by providing clothes and meals. Angie is always looking out for everyone and offers her help whenever needed. She's a genuine and caring heart. Next up is Vicki Haddix. Vicki works in our purchasing department as a buyer, where she has been an invaluable over the past years, purchasing over $17 million worth of goods for the personal protective equipment, also known as PPE, to larger orders of technology and other equipment to support distance learning and the return to personal learning. Vicki also went above and beyond to place emergency orders with vendors and is highly regarded by her supervisor, Nancy Lavrusky, who can't imagine she would have done it without Vicki's support. Congratulations, Vicki. Andrew Para. I believe CSEA had some business to do tonight, so I'm sure I'll hear about it tomorrow. But, oh, Andrew, I see you. Andrew's watching virtually, so Andrew, this is for you. Andrew works in our transportation department as a bus driver, a position that he's held since 2014. Andrew is a natural leader who has a calming presence and is well respected by his peers, always willing to go above and beyond. He is also a great facilitator, a trusted voice in the classified bargaining unit during labor relations with the district. Congratulations, Andrew. Next up, Susan Portner. Susan's also joining us virtually, so Susan. Susan has been working in the district, or worked in the district for 16 and a half years as a paraeducator in our elementary and high schools before retiring earlier this year. Susan is honest, loyal, and loves to help others, and it is well known she never says no when it comes to helping others. Congratulations, Susan.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for being here this evening. I have the honor this evening of introducing our confidential employees of the year. And what we've done is we have aligned our awards with Riverside County Office of Education. So we have an additional 3 classified employee awards that are selected by the district's leadership team. So please come to the stage when you hear your name. Confidential Employee of the Year, Consuelo Connie Rodriguez. Connie began working for the Desert Sands in 2008, serving several clerical support roles at various school sites and departments before gaining her current position as a confidential administrative assistant in the Personnel Division. Connie is passionate about equity and continually strives to uphold and elevate the professional culture of the district. She is honest, hardworking, reliable, and always willing to lend a helping hand. Especially during the time of the pandemic, this employee, Connie, has played a crucial role in guiding and supporting our employees with wisdom, strength, and compassion. Connie is not only the Desert Sands Confidential Employee of the Year, she was also selected as the Riverside County Confidential Employee of the Year, which is a remarkable achievement. Congratulations, Connie. Our Site Support Employee of the Year is Helen Estrin. Helen joined the district 7 years ago as the administrative assistant at Franklin Elementary and currently works as the administrative assistant for the technology department. Her supervisors tell us that her interactions with others always come with a smile in her heart, and I would agree with that, and in her voice and her face. And she characterizes her as a positive individual who consistently finds opportunities to make everyone else's load lighter, and I would absolutely attest to that. Congratulations, Helen. And my last award for a little bit is the Classified Administrator of the Year, Sue Ann Block. Ann Butters. Sue Ann began her work with us as a mental health therapist in 2015 and was promoted to her current position as the Mental Health Services Manager in October of 2018 with Butters. Sue Ann is a licensed marriage and family therapist with 25 years of clinical experience working with children and families. She has a special interest in art therapy and destigmatizing mental health services for young people. One of our principals who works with Sue Ann commented that he has never encountered anyone as completely balanced, dedicated, and well-suited to work with our students as she is. Congratulations, Sue Ann and Butters.
Good evening. My name is Clayton Hill. I will be presenting or announcing our Teachers of the Year selected by Desert Sands Teacher Association. We have 3. First will be Nicole Ramirez. So we're all going to stare at Nicole as she walks up here. Congratulations, Nicole. Nicole is a 3rd grade teacher at Ronald Reagan Elementary School who has taught in Desert Sands since 2010. She enjoys finding new ways to interact with her students to stay up to date with information. Nicole describes herself as a lifelong learner, and her principal shared that she is an amazing team player who is highly organized and always goes above and beyond for her students. She's a campus leader in Thinking Maps, avid, and serves on the MTS Guiding Coalition. Congratulations. Another round of applause for Nicole. And we have next, not only a Teacher of the Year, but a wonderful rule follower. She's already queued up over here, Carrie Holgren. Come on up. And Carrie is a math teacher at Colonel Mitchell Page Middle School. She's been a teacher in Desert Sands since 1989. That wasn't me. I didn't say that. In her own words, the 3 qualities that capture the essence of this school year are acceptance, flexibility, and grace. Carrie's principal applauds her calm demeanor and shared that she is a caring teacher who is supportive of her colleagues and encourages her students to feel safe in a risk-free environment of her classroom. Congratulations, Carrie. Another round of applause. And we have Christina Osborne. Christina Osborne from Horizon School. Christina is a math teacher as well, teacher at Horizon who has worked for Desert Sands since 1996. She makes a point of letting her students know that she is not just a math teacher. She is there for them no matter what. In her own words, the qualities that describe her best are craziness, willingness, and compassion. Her principal shared that Christina has great leadership qualities and an honest and hardworking team player who displays professionalism at all times. Congratulations. Another round of applause for Christina.
Okay, so next it's my pleasure to recognize our Certificated Employees of the Year as selected by the district's leadership team. And first up is our School Counselor of the Year, Dr. Ashley Shantz. Ashley is a graduate of Desert Sands La Quinta High School's first graduating class, and I was there when that happened. And she is described by her supervisors as an intelligent, articulate, detail-oriented counselor, a tireless student advocate who balances support and compassion with firm and high expectations for their achievement. Ashley, well known for her long-standing commitment to community service, has modeled and assisted countless students to discover the joy and satisfaction that she has experienced from serving others. Dr. Shantz recently promoted to the position of assistant principal at La Quinta High School. How many months you been doing that now? 2.5? Gone fast or dragging by? Well, congratulations, Ashley. Next up, I would like to recognize our Principal of the Year, Mr. Dennis Zink. This is his year, I can tell you that. He's gotten one award after another. Dennis has been an educator for 25 years, working as both a social studies and special education teacher, basketball coach, and assistant principal before joining Desert Sands in 2017 as the principal of Palm Desert High School. Dennis has experienced great success building coalitions with staff, students, and parents, and his leadership has positively impacted student achievement and engagement at all levels. Mr. Zink is known for his strong work ethic, his passion for equity in education, and his courage in challenging mediocrity in his pursuit of creating the best possible high school for his students, staff, and community. This is clearly Dennis's year, as his leadership has garnered accolades well beyond our district. He was selected by the California League of High Schools as a finalist for the Educator of the Year, and then to top even that, a few weeks ago, Palm Desert High School was recognized as a 2021 California Distinguished School. Congratulations, Mr. Zink.
I know we're not supposed to hug, but thank you.
He's going to get me in trouble. I'm going to get the, you can't hug. We can't get too close. I'm not sure if Dr. Marcus Wood is here. He's our Certificated Administrator of the Year. Is it Marcus is not able to make it tonight, and we wish him well. Clayton's going to come up and start off with our years of service, employee pins, which we're not giving out tonight, but he'll explain that a little bit.
Okay, tonight we're honoring our employees for their years of service to the students, families, and staff of Desert Sands. We'll begin with our 20-year pin recipients. They began their service in the year 2000 when we began a new millennium. A dozen eggs cost 89 cents. The PlayStation 2 was introduced for sale in Japan. The final Peanuts comic strip was published. Panama gained control of the Panama Canal from the U.S. So if you're playing Trivial Pursuit, let's write that one down. 51 million viewers watched the first season finale of the show Survivor. So a look at 20 years ago. So beginning here are our recipients, and they're at home watching, so congratulations to them, beginning with Doré Aguilar-Smith, Pamela Anderson, Gerardo Avila, Don Barboza, Sylvia Barboza, Annette Barlow, Kelly Becker, Carlos Beltran, Mark Burke, Marcy Borchard, Carrie Brown, Lori Bompancero, Diane Burke, Catherine Burrows, Adeline Carde, Mary Ceja, Joe Cervantes, Veronica Correa Rosas, Sandy Corwin de la Cruz, Lorena Cuevas, Maricela Davalos, Renee de la Parra, Christy Dorn, Sarah Fitzpatrick, Timothy Fitzpatrick, Brian Foley, Eloy Garcia, and Lorena Garcia. And Dr. Cook is going to continue with our 20-year recipients.
Janet Gatherum, Tamara Gilbert, Laura Gonzalez, Martha Gonzalez, Judith Grenier, David Gerbata, Cynthia Gutierrez, Vicki Haddix, Alyssa Hargrove, James Harper, Kristen Harper, Amy Hegland, Abelardo Hernandez, Ernesto Hernandez, Jennifer Hunt, Kimberly Jenkins, Sally Jenkins, Patricia Kirk, Luke LaBerge, Laura Lee, Stacy Long, Martha Martinez, Edie McDaniel, Farah Meadows, Angelica Melgoza, Maria Montalvo, Patrick Moon, and Danielle Monksgard. And Clayton will finish us off. There's a lot of you.
Getting my steps in today. Continuing, actually wrapping up our 20-year recipients, we have Blanca Munoz, Brent Murphy, Lucinda Nix, Maria Nolan, Tony Payaret, Susan Palmer Rodriguez, David Parsons, Marlene Feifel, Laura Rivas, Laura Rodriguez, Don Ross, Martha Sanchez, Yesenia Sandez, Jody Schneider, Lynn Schwimmer, Marissa St. Louis, Maria Stubblefield, Alberto Tenorio, Mina Thukral, Catherine Urmansky, Marina Valenzuela, Javier Vasquez, Lori Waters, Michael Wilhite, Jamie Williams, Sonia Yanez, Rebecca Zamora, and Lupe Zavala. Those are all of our 20-year recipients. Congratulations to all of you at home. Well done.
Okay, so I just got called out by Dr. Wood, so I am going to read. He is watching apparently virtually. So Dr. Wood, this is for you. If I can make it go backwards. There you go. I'd like to present Dr. Marcus Wood, his award for Certificated Administrator of the Year. Marcus joined our district at the turn of the century when he was hired to teach language arts, social studies, and PE at La Quinta Middle School in August of 2000. After 4 years as a teacher, Marcus moved into administration, working as an assistant principal at Earhart, John Glenn, and Page before becoming the principal at Shadow Hills High School in 2012. Then moving into his current position as the Senior Director of Secondary Curriculum, Instruction, and Assessment in 2017. Marcus is known for his deep knowledge of curriculum and instruction, his skill as a facilitator, his wide range of professional knowledge, and his courageous leadership. Colleagues describe him as a true team player and a collaborative problem solver who is widely respected for his professional knowledge and his positive demeanor. Congratulations, Marcus. Okay, it's my honor to present, click the slides. Oh, we're not going to watch that again. To our 25-year service pin recipients. We're taking you back to the year 1995, when you joined the Desert Sands family. And in 1995, fun fact, the U.S. Space Shuttle Atlantis docked with the Russian Mir Space Station. The Oklahoma Federal Building was bombed. The Grateful Dead announced their breakup. Major League Baseball players ended their 232-day strike. eBay started their online shopping and auction site. And Toy Story was the first ever wholly computer-generated film. Fun facts, let's take a look. Okay, so recognized for their 25 years of service to Desert Sands, Amelia Allman, J.C. Alexander, Gerard Andrade, Paul Bluto Jr., Linda Brady, Timothy Burcham, Lisa Bustamante, Lisa Corona, Mary Carpio, Lourdes Carranza, Alfred Castro, Rosemary Chesbro, Letitia Collins, Carlos Cruz, Christopher Dolan, Nancy Duteau, Deborah Geyer, Ariel Gonzalez, Rosa Greggio, Mario Gutierrez, Donna Hahn, Sean Hershaw, Catherine Hickman Olniarek, Lori Holdyuk, Jennifer Irelindle Wine, Keith Jackson, and Steve Jenkins. And here's Clayton to read a few more names.
Continuing, we have Carol Langenbaum, John Leinhardt, Lori Lombardo, Alex Londos, Kenneth McDaniel, Matthew Myers, Jeannie Middleton, Gabriela Mitchell, Rafael Natividad Murillo, Jacqueline Orduno, Christina Osborne, Julie O'Shaughnessy, Regina Quintero, Marianne Ray, Luis San Pietro, Cheryl Schuler, Kenny Snell, Laura Lee Stolzoff, Serena Strange, Lauren Streeter, Maria Angie Tapia, Rachel Tovar, Marcella Villa Jr., Reno Villarreal, Marissa Villarreal, and Kristen Wood. Another round of applause for our 25-year. And just a gentle reminder to our audience, if you could please make sure you are wearing your masks, it is much appreciated. So thank you once again.
Okay, next we will present our 30-year service pin recipients to 22 dedicated staff. In 1990, when they began their journey with Desert Sands, Germany reunified. The Simpsons was first seen on television. The first web page was posted on the World Wide Web, and the first in-car navigation system went on sale. Please direct your attention to the screen for some more entertainment, which will take you back to 1990.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Why you standing there?
Your struggle, your commitment, and
Saudi Arabia allowed American troops on their soil.
So I would like to thank the following people for their 30 years of service: Carol Bailey, Jeffrey Ball, Carol Bishop, Minerva Bravo, Kathleen Cabe, Mike Curran, Rosalia Dauto, Enrique Davalos, Michael Gubler, Carrie Isbell, Pamela Laponte, Terrence Lee, Robert Long Jr., Felicitas Luna, Justine Prieto, Elizabeth Ramirez, Rafael Reyes, Salvador Saverda, Gustavo Thomas, Linda Taylor, Fabiola Westmoreland, and Olivia Whitney. Congratulations. And Chad?
So we continue with the presentations of our 35-year service pins. We will dedicate, we have 6 dedicated recipients who began their service in Desert Sands in 1985. In 1985, Live Aid concerts were held all over the world. New Coke was introduced, wasn't very good. The first mobile phone was made. Michael Jordan was named Rookie of the Year. Calvin and Hobbes made their debut. A Nintendo was released, and the film The Color Purple premiered. Let's take a look back.
Of musicians like Johnny Cash, Tom Petty, Loretta Lynn, Sammy Hagar with Eddie Van Halen, and 50 other A-list. When the 38-year-old hurler fanned New York Mets outfielder Danny Heath during the bottom of the sixth.
Don't you forget about me.
You know, it's amazing, as a baby, I remember all those things. Anyway, to recognize the 35 years of service, Valerie Carrillo, Fernando Cisneros, Kevin Colburn, Terry Kaufman, Tracy Kaler, and Patty Leone. Give them a hand.
I should have explained sooner that because of the COVID restrictions, we're limited on our amount of people that can come into our venue. So we weren't able to invite our service pin awardees like we normally would, because that would have swelled us by several hundred and we couldn't have held the event in person. So the service pins have been given to the principals at all the school sites and the supervisors so they can award them in person in front of their staff at a meeting before the end of the year. So we're going to continue now with the final presentation of service pins to recognize our extremely dedicated 40-year service pin recipients. These individuals began their work in Desert Sands in 1980 when the United States men's hockey team beat the Soviet Union at the Olympics, which we remember as the Miracle on Ice. The Rubik's Cube debuted. Popular movies included The Empire Strikes Back and 9 to 5. A loaf of bread cost 50 cents, and the big summer conversation was, who shot JR? A reference, of course, if you remember, I do, unfortunately, the TV show Dallas. Mount St. Helens erupted. Actually, I was living in outside of Portland, Oregon at the time, and the ash fell on us. The World Health Organization certified the eradication of smallpox, and we have a short clip to take you back to that year, 1980, that Rebecca has put together for us. We are magic. Nothing can stop. Hey, gonna get you through another one. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right. Train works from 9 to 5. That's the way you need it, any way you want it. With you, step into my life for the better. Cola, I just hear him. Why do that to me one more time? Everybody got the world.
We're still running against the
Doesn't really seem that long ago to me. So recognized for their 40 years of service, Jenny Cabral, Luz Secre, and Bonnie Steffen. Now, we added up all the years of service from our service pin recipients, and they have provided 3,995 years of dedicated service to Desert Sands. And we appreciate that. Clayton.
I was trying to figure out what that was in minutes, 3,995 years. Jordan, you'll get on that, right? All right, so now on a serious note, before we go into our retirements, we want to begin with acknowledging our employees who have served us for many years in some cases and done so dutifully, who have passed away. And we're going to have 4 names here. The first one is Mr. Jose Apodaca. He served with us in our district for 14 years in the grounds department, and I had the pleasure of being able to work with him, and a fine gentleman. So Mr. Jose Apodaca. We next have Mr. Ronald Cox. And Mr. Cox served as an information technology technician for 21 years. He retired in December of 2020 and shortly passed thereafter. Mr. Cox. Next, we have Miss Veronica Garcia. She served our students in the early childhood education as a paraeducator for 12 years. So that's Miss Garcia. And then Mr. Paul Thompson. Mr. Thompson served 31 years as a nutrition service assistant at Palm Desert High School. And to those 4 folks, I just want to take a moment and honor them. Thank you.
Okay, so that's a sad moment. So it's now time to present the 2021 Desert Sands Unified School District retirees. So when your name is called, please come forward to receive your bell. And once you have your bell, you'll please exit, just like you saw your Employees of the Year when they picked up their plaques a little bit earlier tonight. And Jose Rios will take your photo over here, and then you will proceed back to your seat. We will ring our bells. We won't be able to stand shoulder to shoulder like we normally do, but we will ring our bells together at the conclusion of the presentation. So I'd like to begin with Jerry Alicano. There's Jerry. Jerry says Desert Sands has been a huge part of her life because of the colleagues and students she has had the pleasure to work with as a teacher. She has enjoyed working 37 years at Palm Desert Charter Middle School. This has been her entire career home since she graduated from college, and she cannot wait to plan future travel trips. Congratulations on your retirement. Our next retiree is Mr. Michael Bahari. Here comes Mr. Bahari. Although Michael will miss his students and the friendly staff at Desert Sands, he is ready to retire after 16 years teaching science at Palm Desert High School. His retirement plans include visiting his home country of Egypt. Congratulations, Mr. Bahari. A nice smile. Thank you. Congratulations. Our next retiree is Alicia Baltazar. Alicia here? Her 16 years of service with Desert Sands allowed Alicia to make lifelong friendships with her coworkers. In her role as a nutrition services assistant, she is regarded as helpful and eager to learn. She is grateful, for the memories and looks forward to making new ones on her travels to Europe. Congratulations on your retirement. Next up is Juan Banda. Juan has dedicated 24 years of service as a maintenance electrician and has truly enjoyed his work. His experience and knowledge allowed him to take on challenging tasks, and completing them gave him great satisfaction. Juan is considered dependable and professional by administration, and the first destination of choice for his travels is Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Congratulations on your retirement. Thank you. Our next retiree to be honored is Patricia Barbuza. Come on up, Patricia. Patricia began her career as an office technician in educational services and soon promoted to an administrative assistant position in facilities. She is highly regarded by her supervisors for her professionalism and strong work ethic. Patricia has fully enjoyed her 18-year career at Desert Sands and is looking forward to spending quality time with her family and friends. She plans to travel to Europe in the very near future. Congratulations. Our next retiree is Patrick Blackburn. Come on up, Coach. Pat is retiring after 27 years of service at Palm Desert High School. Coach Blackburn has loved working as a physical education teacher and also serving as the head football coach for the Aztecs for many, many years. Pat says he will love the freedom of being able to do what he wants when he wants. Sounds good. Congratulations. Our next retiree is Paul Bluto Jr. Come on up, Paul. Though Paul has been a part of the Desert Sands family for 25 years, and he feels honored to have taught instrumental music at Indio High School, La Quinta High School, where I worked with him for many years, and Shadow Hills High School. Paul's retirement plans include composing music, pursuing wine education. Did you know Linfield College now has a wine degree? A wine degree, yeah. I'm very interested. And visiting Cambria, California. Congratulations, Paul. Our next retiree is Martin Bonifetti. There's Martin. Martin has worked for Desert Sands for 36 years as a counselor and a school psychologist. He looks forward to spending time with his grandchildren and visiting our many national parks. Martin has plans to accomplish many do-it-yourself projects in the future. Congratulations on your retirement, Martin. Our next retiree to be recognized is Deborah Borchard. Come on up, Deborah. Deborah says that during her 23 years here at Desert Sands, she was able to work with the best teachers ever at Washington Charter School. She is looking forward to an exciting new experience of becoming an almond farmer in Idaho. That's unusual. How great. Congratulations on your retirement. Congratulations again. All right, our next retiree is Carrie Brown. Comes Carrie. Carrie has dedicated 20 years of teaching Desert Sands students. She will miss her many wonderful friends from Lincoln and will make time to come back and visit. Carrie has already made many retirement travel plans, with the beach being #1 on her list. What's your favorite beach? No, she's not. Your favorite beach? Any with sand, she says. Oh, congratulations on your retirement. Our next retiree to be honored is Pamela Burbank. There you go. Pam is very grateful to have, there's that word again, grateful, to have been able to teach for 33 years in Desert Sands Unified. It's a long time. Pamela reports that her students, colleagues, and 99% of her principals have been the best role models to have shared her career with. And because of these individuals' combined efforts, each year she has had my best class ever. And she cannot wait to travel to New England, but will probably spend most of her time there in the state of Maine. Yes, congratulations. Our next retiree is Jenny Cabral. Jenny here? Yep, there she is. So Jenny let us know that she is truly blessed to have worked with amazing students during her 40-year career at Desert Sands. As a bilingual paraeducator, she has helped many students immerse themselves into the English language with her kind and patient support. Jenny plans on spending more time with her granddaughter and husband and taking a trip to Alaska. Congratulations on your retirement. I'm not sure if Lourdes Carranza is here. No, okay. So our next retiree is somebody I worked with for many years and admire greatly, Rachel Carrero. Come on up, Rachel. During her 31 years at Desert Sands, Rachel held a variety of positions, including a noon yard supervisor, paraeducator, library media tech, and has finished her career as a library media specialist at La Quinta High School. Rachel takes many wonderful memories with her and plans on enjoying this new phase in her life. Travel is on the horizon, but she just hasn't determined the destinations yet. Congratulations, Rachel. Congratulations. And our next retiree is Priscilla Castro. There's Priscilla. She has been a teacher for many years, working at both Roosevelt and Dr. Carrion Academy. She states that her favorite time of day was in the morning before school began. She enjoyed listening to the children outside her door as they spoke to each other, their voices filled with so many things: joy, laughter, sarcasm, annoyance, surprise, dread, confidence, love, and so much more that spoke to her and reminded her of what she was entrusted with as a teacher. The first place she plans to travel to after her retirement is Greece. Sounds amazing. Congratulations. All right, so Chad's going to take over for the next group of retirees.
Okay, next up is Gloria Christopoulos. They told me I'd get all the easy names, and that's not the case. So I apologize. Gloria has made a lifetime of friendships with students, parents, and colleagues during her 23 years as an elementary teacher in Desert Sands. She now looks forward to enjoy her next passion, which is holding babies, as she will be volunteering as a baby cuddler at the hospital. Congratulations. Congratulations. Letitia Collins. Letitia began her 25-year career in Desert Sands as a nutrition services assistant, made her way to the clerical setting as an office technician. Letitia is highly regarded by her peers in administration for her breadth of knowledge and professional demeanor. She is now ready to enjoy the retired life and travel the world. She looks forward to making her first stop, Hawaii. Is Sheila Cosgrove here? Okay. Next up, Teresa Dees. Teresa wants us to know how privileged she feels to be able to have worked with such amazing people over 37 years in the district. Her experience as a teacher at Wilson Middle School, Indio Middle School, and John Glenn Middle School have made her career here truly memorable. Teresa's first post-retirement trip will be to travel to the Recon Parkway in Ventura, where she will be enjoying camping at the beach. Congratulations. Melinda Delgado. As a library media specialist, Melinda provided support and guidance to hundreds of students during her work here. She looks back at her 28 years of service at Desert Sands with deep gratitude. She was able to support her beautiful daughters, Jasmine, Jacqueline, and work with amazing staff every day. After her retirement, Melinda plans to indulge in lots of me time and travel to Bellingham, Washington. Congratulations. Next up, Dana DePlacey. Dana began her 19-year career with Desert Sands as a food prep tech and then a nutrition service specialist before moving into the role as an office technician. Dana looks back at her career as a wonderful journey which allowed her to meet amazing people, and she gave others her very best every single day. Dana is always on the move, and her next destination is Hawaii. She says her bags are packed already. No?
Where is it? Right here. You can use mine. It's my pleasure to introduce Pauline Elders. Welcome, Pauline. Pauline has served Desert Sands for over 31 years. She began her career in educational services as a typist clerk, promoted to an administrative assistant at Earhart Elementary, and then moved to Jefferson Middle School. Pauline made her way back to educational services in 2009 and was promoted again in 2013, where she had been a key member of the confidential team, providing guidance and support to administrative assistants district-wide as an executive assistant for the Business Services Division. After her retirement, Pauline plans to travel and spend quality time with her children and grandchildren. I believe she said she was leaving for Michigan 2 days after her retirement date. Pauline, thank you so much. She's my EA and she's excellent. I will miss her very much.
I don't want to read this one. Lucy Escarzaga. With 24 years of service, Lucy has been an essential part of our very own Personnel Services Department and has unknowingly become the most iconic employee with the voice of our department. Her kind and genuine demeanor when congratulating new employees for being selected in a position is priceless. She always goes above and beyond for every employee she onboards. Lucy is a professional, caring, compassionate employee and has traveled to Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and Cancun. But there are many more destinations on her list. After retirement, Lucy will travel to Machu Picchu. I had to Google search that and it didn't work well. Peru, Hawaii, and Alaska. So congratulations, Lucy. Next up, Marilyn Fitteman. For the past 13 years, Marilyn has dedicated herself to making a library fun and an exciting place for all students at Amelia Earhart Elementary School. Her willingness to learn and assist well beyond her duties was noted as a particular strength by her administration. In her retirement, Marilyn plans on enjoying RV trips. Congratulations. Johnny Flores. Johnny is retiring after being a reliable and hardworking custodian with Desert Sand for the past 31 years. Johnny is always 2 steps ahead and willing to help beyond his duties to make sure students had a clean and safe campus to learn in. He plans to enjoy his retirement by traveling with his wife and spending time. His first travel destination, what is it? Hawaii. I think we could get a charter flight on this. Next up, Robert Flores. Robert looks back at his 31 years of service as a custodian with gratitude and says it is a privilege to work with some great people. Robert is reserved but very friendly and always willing to do what's asked of him. He's made sure to prioritize his duties and maintain a clean campus he is proud of. After retirement, he looks forward to traveling and golf as much as possible. His first travel adventure, the Grand Canyon. Yes! Susan Fraley. No. Susie, I am, again. This Google search thing, I got to work on that. Susie, congratulations. After 34 years of service, Susie says she will be missed being with her first graders since they are the best people in the world. I would almost have to agree with that. They are at a stage where they love to play and love school, and Susie herself will always be a first grader at heart. Her retirement, Susie plans to travel to see the Northern Lights and cannot wait to see real autumn leaves change color. Wisconsin's a great place to do that, by the way. Congratulations. Sally Frazier. Sally has been a caring and dedicated educator for 27 years in Desert Sands, fulfilling administrative roles in both Palm Desert High School and for many years as principal at Palm Desert Charter Middle School. Sally has enjoyed working with so many wonderful students, teachers, parents, and district personnel during her time here, and she is now ready to say goodbye to her school district family. In her retirement, Sally will begin her travels to visit Idaho. Deborah Geyer. Debbie shares that she has been blessed to be part of the Desert Sands for over 55 years, 12 as a student and 26 as an elementary teacher. She spent most of her years in Kennedy Elementary and also served as an educational consultant for the district. Debbie is very grateful for her many fond memories and lifelong friendships and that she has formed over the past 2.5 decades. Congratulations, Debbie.
All right, that's fascinating. So I just realized I got to get my life together. We got an almond farmer, we got winemakers, we got baby cuddlers. I got to get some goals going. Just as an announcement, I know you're excited. We are going to ring these bells at the end, so hold on to that excitement. Continuing here, we have Alma Gomez. Alma is retiring after 36, almost 37 years of service. She shares her favorite quote: "Teachers who love teaching teach children to love learning." Kids have always been the best part of teaching, and Alma will miss them the most. She cannot wait to go to Paris, France. Congratulations. And next we have Medardo Gomez Jr. All right. And Medardo brought the party with him. Well done. Medardo has dedicated 26 years of service to our district as an elementary teacher, beginning at Desert Sands at Jackson and completing his career at James Madison Elementary. Medardo cannot wait to move out of state and begin traveling. His first trip is to Maui, Hawaii. Get your tickets now, folks. Congratulations. And next we have Rosa Gonzalez. Is Rosa? Nope. All right. Congratulations, Rosa. We're going to keep it moving here. Kenneth Henson. There we go. In his 6 years as a campus security agent at Palms Desert Charter Middle School, Ken has made student safety his first priority. He has enjoyed his job, the staff, and students. He is grateful for working with some of the best people he has ever met. His RV is fully stocked and start the travel adventure. The first place on the map is Canada. Congratulations, Kenneth. And next we have Hope Hernandez. And Hope has been an office technician for 15 years at La Quinta High School. She loves supporting all the different school departments, such as attendance, security, and the counseling office. Hope also worked out of class as an administrative specialist whenever there was a vacancy. She's very grateful that she was able to work at the same high school her children attended. She has been traveling to Arizona to visit her sister and plans on going next to Monterey, California, I'm assuming, not Mexico, okay. Colorado and Montana. Congratulations, Hope. And next we have Marcia Howard. And Miss Howard is grateful for her 29 years at Desert Sands. She began her journey with Desert Sands as a guest teacher before gaining a permanent position in the classroom teaching at both Kennedy and Monroe elementary schools. Now Miss Howard is looking forward to moving to San Diego, where she will spend more time with her family. Congratulations. And while we're waiting for the photographer, I want to recognize all those administrators who've showed up to celebrate along with their retirees and service members. So thank you for those administrators who did that. And congratulations again, Ms. Howard. Next we have Charles King Jr. No, we don't have Charles King Jr. Next we have Donald McCready Jr. No? They're watching from home. Oh, yeah, he is watching from home. All right, this is for you, Donald. So Don has been with Desert Sands for 17 years, working as a custodian at several district sites. He genuinely enjoyed working with his fellow employees and will really miss his Hoover kids. Don plans to travel to Tucson as his first stop in his retirement travels. Congratulations, Don. And next we have Kern Marlowe. And Kern is regarded as a faithful and reliable custodian whose quality work made the early education classrooms a clean and safe place for students to learn for over 14 years. Kern fully enjoyed working hand in hand with Jose Tamayo, who has always made sure to emphasize his appreciation for his efforts. And in retirement, Kern plans to visit Oregon and many regions of the beautiful state of California. Congratulations. Next, we have Martha Martinez. Martha Martinez. Now, I lived in Georgia for some time. I went to an elementary school. I didn't know that Martinez is how you said this word until I moved to California. I went to Martinez Elementary School when I lived in Georgia. So this is for Martha Martinez. Here we go, Martha. As a library media technician, Martha has enjoyed working with students for over 20 years. She feels truly blessed to have made a living doing something she is passionate about. Martha shared her career with amazing colleagues and created many lifelong friendships. She is grateful to God for all the great memories and looks forward to her upcoming trip to Alaska. Pack the parkas and bon voyage. I like that. Well done. Next, we have Robin Merritt. And Robin feels fortunate to have worked with first-class colleagues and outstanding principals throughout her 28 years of teaching in Desert Sands. She's taught at Lincoln, Truman, Monroe, and for the past 16 years at La Quinta Middle School. Robin looks forward to moving back to Kansas, where she will spend time with family and grandsons. Congratulations, Robin. I hear you got to be aware of people from Kansas, Robin, so just watch out. Next, we have Dolores Mesa. No, we don't. Anthony Midcalf. Having served 28 years in this district, the majority of them at Palm Desert Charter Middle School, words cannot express Anthony's gratitude for the opportunity to be a part of the DSUSD family. Since his first day as a teacher, it has been a fantastic experience. He wishes to thank Diane Keller for taking a chance on him. The first place Anthony will visit after retirement is Portland, Oregon. Congratulations. And next we have Sari Miller. Sarah? Okay. Ms. Miller has served Desert Sands for 37 years, and she says it's been a great ride. She's happy to have made a difference in many young lives. Now she will focus on travel, photography, and will still drop in to help keep her music program alive. Her retirement travel destinations include somewhere she can enjoy the fall colors. Congratulations. And next we have Jennifer Morgan. As Jennifer looks back at her 30-year career with Desert Sands, she expresses complete gratitude. Jennifer is regarded as a logical and concise employee, which are key attributes for her role as an administrative assistant in risk management. She has traveled plenty while employed and plans on continuing her ventures and living her best, blessed retirement life. Congratulations.
Sorry, I was taking a little nap. I'm joking, it really wasn't. I just don't know where we are in this book here. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to hear the bells, right? Here we go. Oh, I am up. Look at that. Maria Nolan is going to be recognized this evening. She is watching from home, so she called us and let us know she's watching from home. Maria's passion for students shows her 20-year career with Desert Sands. She began working as a special education paraeducator and is ending her career as a bilingual office specialist in the special education department. Maria is grateful for all the friends she created and the satisfaction she gained from helping all those families at the school site and district settings. She plans to travel and spend more time with her siblings, children, and soon-to-be grandchildren. Really, Connie? As a side note from Connie, Maria makes the best coffee. And I will tell you that on June 2nd, Maria will be on her way to Guadalajara, and she did not buy a return ticket. Next up, we have Kathy Peterson-Nadler. Kathy has devoted 37 years to teaching in our district, originally at Truman and Roosevelt Elementary Schools, and then at La Quinta High School for the past 25 years, where I have to say I had the honor of learning a lot from Kathy when I first started over there. She thanks her great colleagues for all of their guidance and is looking forward to every day being a Saturday. Kathy's retirement plans include visiting Europe again. Congratulations. I don't think Jody Perry was able to make it in. And I don't think Lori Pike made it in either. Is that right? Okay. Well, I'm happy to talk a little bit about Reginald Powell. Reginald is retiring after 27 years of service as a teacher in Desert Sands. He told us, I feel I have made a change in this world for the better by the lives I have touched and changed. Reggie's leadership and dedication to his students is widely recognized and deeply appreciated. After retirement, his travel plans include heading somewhere overseas. Congratulations. Shirley Ramsey. Shirley started her journey with Desert Sands as a guest teacher in 2006 and is now retiring as a teacher at Roosevelt Elementary. Shirley made some great friends in her 15 years of service, but is now ready to begin her retirement in wine country. Nice. I think you'll have some friends up there. Congratulations. Luann Rose. Luann has served 38 years as a teacher in Desert Sands. Wow. She began her career at Van Buren Elementary in 1984, but has been teaching at Washington Charter since 1991. Luann has taught first grade, fifth grade, and a half a year of second grade, and has enjoyed almost every day of teaching. Even on a difficult day, she can count on some of her students. She can count on someone making her smile and becoming invigorated through her interactions with her students. Now Luann is planning on spending some time near the water, in the water, or on the water. Congratulations. Dr. Donna Salazar. Donna's career of service with DSUSD gives us all an example of a professional life of purpose and dedication. For 30 years, a consummate educator, a teacher, principal, district director, and assistant superintendent, Dr. Salazar has guided thousands of students and colleagues toward learning and professional growth. Don't look at me. Donna is grateful to have been allowed to fulfill her life's purpose of helping others learn and grow. She looks forward to the next phase of her life where she will learn how to play golf, go on many long road trips, and will enjoy her 10 grandchildren. Congratulations. Leslie Stanton also let us know she will be watching from Georgia. Leslie is watching tonight where she is with her family. Leslie has enjoyed her 21 years of service with Desert Sands as an office technician, and the decision to retire was not an easy one. She truly cares about the students at Page Middle School and enjoyed working with her office team. She looks forward to spending quality time with her family and friends. And as a side note, every time I go to Page, she has the nicest welcoming smile. So thank you for that, Leslie, and congratulations. Martha Villarreal. Martha had a wonderful time in her 12 years of service with Desert Sands as a nutrition services assistant, so much so that she wishes she was younger so she could work even more years. Wow. Martha has taken great pride in her role in feeding and nourishing all of our students through the years. After retirement, she looks forward to traveling, and Mexico is her first destination. Congratulations, Martha. And Lori Waters. Lori is leaving our Desert Sands family after 20 years of service as an elementary teacher. Lori says that, after 37 years in the classroom, I am happy to be retiring. I have wonderful memories of both the students and staff at Madison Elementary that I will carry with me always. Lori is looking forward to traveling to Hawaii with her oldest daughter. Lucky for both of you, congratulations. Hawaii is going to be very busy this year. Congratulations. Judy Wirtz Gunther. Judy began working in our district in 1990 and has devoted her entire career of 31 years as a teacher at Indio High School. Judy's son is graduating from Indio High this year, and upon retirement, she plans to move to wait for it, Montana, where she is originally from. Congratulations. And we have one final retiree, Rose Zamora. As a paraeducator bilingual for early childhood education, Rose enjoyed the 22 years of working with our youngest students. Rose truly enjoyed what she did, and it showed in her caring and structured approach to her duties. She will truly miss the children and the staff in early childhood education. Once she retires, Rose plans to enjoy time with family and friends and will be traveling soon to the Grand Canyon. On her next trip, the sky's the limit. Congratulations, Rose. I am going to continue our ceremony by turning it over to Dr. Salazar.
So, let's see, where are we here? Okay, before we wrap up with the ringing of our bells, did you notice how many folks plan to head off to Alaska and Hawaii? I thought that was strange. There was a lot of Alaska and Hawaii. Now, those states both became official states in 1959. 59, that's a great year. A lot of good things happened then. Each year, we will enjoy most this part of the evening. We have a tradition of gifting each retiree with a golden school bell, and then we gather together at the end of the program to ring them with great joy and happiness. Now, these are old-fashioned bells, the type a teacher in a one-room schoolhouse used about 100 years ago. And they were important tools for teachers at the time. They helped them structure the school day and instruct their students. Teachers would ring the bells just like these to start school in the morning, to let the kids know when it was time for recess or lunch, and at the end of a school day. So in just a moment, I want you to ring that bell surrounded by your friends and family and your loved ones as you end your days in education, and we celebrate you, appreciate you, treasure you, and thank you for your many years of service to our students. We wish you all congratulations on your retirement and appreciate your days spent in education. And we're going to close out the evening with the ringing of our bells. So stand up. I've got to get mine. Thank you. All right. And so we're going to go ahead and just ring our bells. So it's a commemorative bell, but it really works. So I do want to let you know that in compliance with our health protocols, we do have some rules we have to follow, and we have an individual dessert box for each honoree and employee of the year. You can pick up your dessert box on the way out. Now, yes, they are for the honorees only, so if you're with an honoree, you're going to have to ask them to share some of the goodies that are in the box with you. We do need to dismiss in an orderly fashion by row, so Dr. Cook is going to do that. And again, I want to thank everyone for attending our event tonight, and congratulations to all of you, and be safe and be well.
I get the fun job, right? Trying to get people to follow the dismissal, but let's see if we can make this happen. If rows H and A, if you're in the first row, or row H, if you just want to, H, if you could go out the back door, and A, if you could go out the front door, that'd be lovely. Try to keep our distance. Oh, the photos. I will be emailing you, or someone from our office will be emailing you with regards to the photos that we took this evening.